Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. This is essential for both teams in the conference standings. While they have done well so far, they're both undefeated in league play. This will be the difference maker. Everybody having eyes on Indianapolis. The Big Ten champs will be backs against the wall. Whoever wins this game has the lead in the league and can make a huge statement come December. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the return, it's Martin. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Washington. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Handoff for Peoples. There he goes. Enough to move the chains. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Rolls right. Quarterback got it himself. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
This quarterback part of their running game. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the 2 top teams in the conference. These might be 2 of the better teams in the entire country. These 2 teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it in third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it. Nothing there, tucks it, does a nice job getting positive yards and getting the first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run him again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Washington. Moving out to the right. Gets rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this offense now, it's decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
Needs it here on 4th down. Extending the play. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking for running room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete to the left. Shakes off the defender. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing St. Clair. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Hey, guys, we've been talking about this all week, man. What a showdown. Top 10 offense, top 10 defense. Who's going to come out and assert their will? And the defense wins the first battle. Getting in the backfield, creating the negative play, kind of dictating to this offense. The defense strikes first in this big-time matchup.
Trying to establish the run. Crosses the 45. Turning it on at the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Man, what a big play by the running back. Nice decision by the quarterback. He sees all the space in front, hands off the football. The running back does the rest, just chewing up yards. Great job hitting the correct hole, and you could see the speed on the huge pickup.
calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Looking for space, it's Martin. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Churns into the pile. Across the 45. At the 40, there he goes. There he goes down the right side. And he scores! Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running inside, it's Richard. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Working the ground game. Still running at the 40. There's some room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. That's the 50. The 40. At the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. Rashad Downs going up top. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun. This time he's got his man. Big guy tries to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Indiana, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Got the 1st down with the throw, and he'll get more after taking that shot. It'll be a roughing penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. St. Clair flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Trying to slip through and pick it up. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Daniels. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Here comes the heat. Has it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with people. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Burrowing for yardage. Crosses the 45. Speeding down the left side. The 20. The 10. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get them downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tavian St. Clair got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Keys. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
After giving up a few extra yards after a hitch throw, I wonder if this defense is going to want to give this guy this much access moving forward. They might be thinking about more press coverage or playing some zone coverage where the corner's right up on him.
Hand it to the back. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's USC looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Left side is shot. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Catch in the middle, it's shot. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that 1st half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out wide left, it's Bond. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. Good. Got some room into the goal line. And he's in. Pound his way in for a score. Touchdown, Indiana! The extra point here would tie the game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to throw, it's Washington. Move to his right. Finds the tight end. Oh, what a move to get open. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
At the 35-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here's a gift to Peoples. Got the first down. Might have a chance. The 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on first. Right side, it's Martin. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will put him up here in the second half. His third touchdown of the game and 20th of the season. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28.
Penn State 35, Indiana 28.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads.
Breaks into the open on the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They use the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Keeps it looking for room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the give off the left side. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quarterback Keith knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They're all over him, and he gets it away. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Still looking to his right. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. It's a seam wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Long way to go on second down. Throwing St. Clair. Left side is shot. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. At the 40, there he goes. Line run to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
St. Clair. It's complete to the right. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Going back to work on offense now. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
They give it to him again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Holding this fourth quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. Buying time to his right. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moment. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football, he caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Deep in the end zone, it's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Martin. He's past the 30. Turning it on! He's at the 40. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He'll try to tack on one more. knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here, down one possession late in the fourth. They're going to test the right side with this one. And here comes the offense on second down. Tavian St. Clair. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Daniels. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. They're